the fighting, but we respect each other outside of the cage. But I will beat him up again, even though I respect him. Same feeling about Michael Schumacher? Did you respect him outside the racing?
I fully understand you. I mean, this is it, you know. Of course, I respect him outside of the car, and when he was racing also. But like I told earlier, that way his way of racing wasn't always so straightforward. So he was a bit of naughty boy sometimes. If I give an example, my teammate, I think we were probably maybe the longest teammates ever, which was David Coulthard and me. And we were enemies in beginning our career when we were racing the same team. I mean, it was a mega rivalry. I mean, we could no way we could sit down to have a chat like this, or could have a dinner together. It's no way. We were rivalries. And like we both were living in Monaco in our young age, we were going to testing. We took the limousine from Monaco to the airport. David took same time in the morning the separate limousine to airport. David took his private plane to London, to England, and I took my plane. We fly next to each other to London, again limousine, and the racetrack. So there was no way we could share time together. And that was the reason, because our ego, our believing ourselves we are the best. We didn't want to show too much our strengths, our weaknesses. So we didn't want to show who we are. We are our real personality, who we are. And I think later on in our career, when we were in the same team with David Coulthard, so I retired 2001, and David still continued the team after 2001. We started to get a bit closer, and now today's world, we are one of the best friends. He's an absolutely great guy because we become adults. We don't have to prove anything, and we have huge respect each other in privately and in the racing, and we learn a lot from each other. And it was a very interesting time that also working together with David, because we don't want to divide the team in two. That way there's mechanics for David and mechanics for me, and we don't share nothing, we don't share the data. So when we all were at the racetrack, we were sharing the data, we were communicating and working like a team. That's what the management educating and teaching us to do that. But when we did step out of the racetrack, no way we would have spent time together. So now it's different. So with Michael, I think it was a similar situation, 100%. But now, of course, probably things would be different with Michael.
So even after when you retired, you didn't get a little bit closer with Michael when you see him on some events or somewhere on the
No,
dinner?
we did some events together, but Michael did go back to racing Formula One. Well, Michael continued racing when I retired.
Yes.
So I went to races sometimes, doing something, but not really. We really didn't hang around, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, doesn't matter. Let's move on to the next video.